Fuck, man, they canceled on me, Mario.
Damn, that sucks.
It's almost like if they thought that I was you picking them up. I might have to turn on left now.
Okay, I'm back. But yeah, man, fucking
You're back and better than ever.
back and better than ever for sure. But for real, I kind of wish now that I hear what Corey got, like I kind of wish I got something better, like because I would have been super happy if I would have got something like SGA and Ben Simmons, like Corey said, that's got like a 6 million. It's got a 6 million MT value right there and shit. So I really wish I would have had that type of luck, but I'm not trying to be greedy and stuff. And like I said, it takes a while to warm up to some new cards, and I just need to warm up to these cards. But I'm really not warming up to this big O. This big O is a little bit slow for me, and he's definitely slowing down the tempo a lot. So I'm gonna move him to the reserves into he's gonna be my PG3. I can't say that PG13 isn't on the same level as Dr. J, Kawhi, and LeBron. I'm going to say he's on that level, but I'm going to also add that for an Invincible, he should be a lot better. And over here, I'm going to move Dwight Howard off the bench, and I'm going to put David Robinson back into the starting lineup. Dwight Howard just couldn't spread the floor enough. And then also off the bench, I'm going to put Akeem. And then I have to say that this Willis Reed doesn't even make the team. And I'm going to easily replace him and go back to KG. KG's better. Oh, my God. I also have Kevin Durant. Lou, I got Kevin Durant. Do you think I should add him onto the team? Um, I just feel like he's going to make for what position is he? He wouldn't be able to run the power forward for me. And then at the small forward, I got too many people to run. I feel like it's more important to have bigs on the team. I'm going to be rotating my reserves constantly, so I'm not too worried about that. But this is how the team is going to look, and this is how I'm going to run the team. This is the lineup I'm going with. And if anything, if I end up not feeling this PG-13, I'm going to go back to Kawhi. I'm going to put Kawhi back into the starting lineup, and maybe PG-13 might even end up in the reserves because right now I don't think he's anything too special. And let's check the auction house real quick. Ooh, my Evan Mobley sold for $3,950. That's awesome. I don't know why I got so much for him. But, let's see if there's anything good out here. Like I said, I'm looking for a Dark Matter Dikembe. But yeah, man, did you see that Ty Debo video where he was talking about how the market's gone up? 2K controls that shit, man. Okay, I'm looking for a Dikembe that has at least 30 legends or more. Or close to 30. There's one with 20, but this ends in 10 hours. And that's what I mean. It's so stupid how long you have to wait to try to get a card. I'm going to be fucking hopefully asleep in 10 hours from now. Not over here waiting for Dikembe Mutombo to end. Why the fuck do people even list their cards for so damn long and shit? But that's the only Dark Matter left that I even want. And then I do want a couple of 100s. Oh my gosh, dude, imagine how nice it would have been to have gotten Ben Simmons and SGA Lewis. You would have a PG1 and a PG2 right there easily. Two of the biggest point guards in the game. I'm so jealous. They really hooked him up. Scottie Pippen would also make for a good point guard. Yo, Lou, you there?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh, there's a Patrick Ewing. Ooh. Ending in 36 minutes with 17 legends. What do you think, Lewis?
Get him.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it for some reason. I know his jumper is baited, but that's kind of pricey. What if I can't make that back? But there's not even that many. Oh, and then did you hear Alpha got two Paulos back to back? See, that's what I mean. That's how the game is. That's how it works. You can't really can't be too down on what you get, and you can't be too high. I mean, you could be high when you get
No,
something
you're
good.
right, but you know what I can do? I can control my pain.
Yeah, you know. So if they didn't want to give you anything good, fuck it, man. You just gotta move on. Oh my God, SGA is kind of affordable. No, he is not affordable. SGA right now with 30 legends is 1.8 million. If
It's
I
not
buy,
bad.
that's not bad, and it doesn't sound bad. But if you buy one player like that, and then you buy a second player that costs that much, now you're down 4 mil out of 10. 10 mil isn't as much as everyone thinks. You got to be patient. That when these cards go down in value, when they go down in price, then my 10 mil is going to go a lot further. But right now, it's not the time for me to be loading up with 100s. That's why I'm real happy with whatever they gave me for free. And eventually, I'm going to probably open up a Hall of Fame box. Somebody's got a big O for sale. He's got 5 legends. It ends in 22 hours. That's crazy. I wouldn't even buy that card. I had a feeling I was going to end up with Big O because a lot of people were ending up with Big O. I think I would have even been happier with Cade Cunningham over Big O.
Same.
And then there's a Clyde Drexler with 3 legends. But I'm gonna give PG-13 a little bit more of a chance. If PG-13 doesn't pan out for me, that's when I'm gonna go to I'll buy Clyde Drexler again. But I already can tell that Willis Reed isn't gonna pan out for me. And I wanna play Akeem Olajuwon and Patrick Ewing together off the bench. And to be honest, I thought Clyde Drexler I was even feeling him more than the invincible PG-13. He had better speed going downhill. I would buy Clyde Drexler back, but I'm waiting to get one that's all badged up. Well, but eventually I'm gonna get Mike. He's still over 2 million easily. I don't think anyone's noticed, but there's no small forward 100s. Chris Webber is still expensive, and you can't. Alpha can't be too upset about pulling 2 Paulos because one Paulo by itself is a really good pull, and he's real expensive, and I would have rather ended up with Paulo than both my picks. Yeah, I think I would have been happier with Paulo than Dwight Howard. No, that's a toss up. The Dwight Howard is good. This James Worthy you can get for super cheap, but I don't think he would even make my. I don't think I would like him over anything that I currently have. Okay, Patrick Ewing ends in like 32 minutes, but he is 553,000. That's crazy. I don't know if I want to pay that much for Patrick Ewing. Okay, Lou, listen to this. Chilongo, are you listening?
Huh?
Are you listening?
Yep.
There's a Patrick Ewing ending in 32 minutes with 17 legends, but you have to place a high bid of 553 just to be in the conversation. With this one ending in 58 minutes, it only has 10 legends and it's only at 250, 280. So it's 10 legends versus 17. What do you think? Does that make a huge difference?
It kind of does, but you can always add the rest that's needed.
Yeah, but coming across the legends that I could spare on Patrick Ewing is pretty that would be pretty difficult. I don't even have that many legends anymore because I used them on my Dark Matters. I'm gonna go for this Patrick Ewing with 17 legends. I don't think if you get six, if I have to pay six for him, I think that's not too bad. I think I could make that back. So I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, once you start ripping packs, you make all of that MT back. But then I would have some of the best bigs in the game. I have Dark Matter David Robinson with I think he's got 31 legends. I have Akeem with 28 legends. I would have 100 Dwight Howard. I would have Patrick Ewing, Tim Duncan. So I think I would be really good with the bigs. And let's check the Invincibles real quick. Dr. J only sells for like 2 to 3 mil now, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm still really happy with my Dr. J. He's still kicking ass for me. Wemby is still right now. To get Wemby, you need to place a bid of 13 mil. Shaq has come down a lot. Shaq is only at 5 mil. Dr. J's, I don't know. I feel like pretty soon these Invincibles are gonna be a lot cheaper because they're dropping so many. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get Patrick Ewing. That card always has let me say, somebody in the chat was like, I always hear that card, it's got a bad reputation. Patrick Ewing isn't as bad as the 2K community makes him out to be. It's highly over exaggerated. I bought him the other day for 300,000. He had 2 or 3 legends on him, and he was a really, really good card. He did everything at an elite level: slashing, dunking over people, finishing difficult layups, defending, rebounding, blocking shots. He was really good. The only thing he didn't do good was he had a very poor release. But besides that, Patrick Ewing did everything else at an elite level. So I do think Patrick Ewing is a good card. I wouldn't put him A tier or S tier. I would put him like high B tier, maybe even low A tier, something like that. No, I don't think you could put him A tier. I think Patrick Ewing is like a B tier player. That's where I would put Patrick Ewing, in the B tier. And just because a player isn't A tier or S tier doesn't mean that they're not usable. I think Patrick Ewing is really, really good.
Unless it's Jason Tatum.
Oh yeah, unless it's Jason Tatum. Lewis, I can't believe how much you're hating on that Jason Tatum. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start opening up my rewards. Yo, what up, Paradox? I'm gonna start opening up my rewards that I got from the Pro Pass, and it's nothing too special. I did really bad at the Ascension board, and I got like a bunch of useless packs, like courts and badges and jerseys and Series 1 deluxe packs and sneakers and a lot of stuff like that, like takeovers and coaches. So it's a lot of useless stuff, but I got to get through it and open it. I did get some good stuff like Hoff badges and legends. And remember, sneakers are always good to get. Takeovers are always good to get. Badges are always good to get for MT method. But there's a lot of stuff that I have to open up. And I guess I got some decent packs that, hopefully we can get something out of them. But I'm going to have to do this because I'm waiting 30 minutes for that Patrick Ewing to end. Oh, you know what? That's another card I want to take a look at. I am going to take a look at Dark Matter Kareem. That's not a bad suggestion right there. That is a very... Lou, how do you feel about Dark Matter Kareem?
I don't know anything about him.
The only he looks like a damn 100 out there. He's got the stats of a 100. The only thing that's bad about Kareem is that he's got a 79 3 ball. And I feel like now that I got Dwight Howard, I really don't need a player like Kareem. They're basically the same player. This 100 Dwight Howard actually shoots way better than that Dark Matter Kareem. But I always tell people, if you have that dark matter Kareem, just give him some takeover that's gonna improve his three ball shooting, and then get him a coach that's gonna improve his three shooting. So that's all you have to do. And then once you boost this three ball up, he's perfectly fine. So that's what I would do. If I was to get Kareem, I would definitely get something that can improve his 3-point shooting. And all you need is a good coach and some takeover. But I'm waiting for that 30 minutes paradox so I can get that Patrick Ewing. See if I can get him for a decent price. Even though I think that's something I can pull, like, eventually from a free pack. But who knows? Maybe the free pack I get from Salary Cap is going to turn out to be something really good. You never know. I can get a Yao Ming out of it or something. Pick one card. Oh, these badges, they're all useless at this point. Every single one of these badges, these bronze ones, they're useless. None of these are good.
Can you hear my GPS on your mic?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Let's see if we get any good badges out of this. Oh, that's not bad. This one will go for about 2,000 MT in the auction house. Oh, Lou, that is pretty loud, actually. Try to put it down if you can. Oh, I didn't have this one. So this is a pretty nice court to have. Yeah, Lou, I want to say, Lou, did you get anything good from the Hall of Fame pass? Did you get anything good from the Ascension board? And you didn't even get the main player. How did you not find the main player? I've never missed out on finding the main player. That's crazy.
I've only done it twice and I never gotten the player.
I always find him like real easily. I've never missed out on him. Oh, this guy's got a good, interesting lineup. Hold on. Skish says he's got Dark Matter Gasol and Dark Matter Andre Bargnani at the center. I like that combination a lot. I used to run I think I used to run like Andre Bargnani and Dirk Nowitzki together back in the day. And I think Pau Gasol used to come off the bench for me. So I love, using those two bigs. I love using European bigs on my team. Back in the day, I was a huge fan of building like European teams and trying to compete with them. See, Chilango, I'm not the only person that likes to use the European bigs.
Right.
And the best part about using European bigs is you're always going to be able to stretch the floor. They might not play the best defense, but you're going to get to shoot like no other team out there. So I really like that those two bigs you're running. Yeah, and Luke Dark Matter Pau Gasol, I would say he's pretty, I don't think he's the best big, but I think he's the Bargnani really surprised me. Remember, Luke, he's a tall big that can shoot threes. He's very Wemby-like. Let's hope that this is a Satellite or Chef, because Satellite and Chef go for about 2,000 to 3,000 MT each. No, it's Fluid Shooter. That's not a bad one either. It goes for like about 1,000. Remember, guys, everything that you get from the Hall of Fame pass and from the Ascension board, if you don't like it, add it into the auction house and make some MT off of it. Just don't let it sit there in your collection, collecting dust. Make some use of it and make some MT off of it. All of this stuff goes for MT in the auction house. Believe me. Nowadays, everyone's overpaying for everything in the auction house. But yeah, I'm down to some pretty good packs. But yeah, man, I'm kind of like a little bit disappointed with that PG, man. He just didn't feel like, I don't know if it's because I gotta like, get used to the card or like let it, I don't know, I just gotta get used to it. or like I gotta warm up to the card, but right now I'm not feeling the card, which is a good one over here. Well, I'm gonna go with off-ball pest. I think that one's worth a good amount. Actually, hook specialist I think is the most expensive one here. I kind of always remember that one being kind of rare, kind of scarce, and it fetches a good amount of MT in the auction helps. So Lou, what's your lineup looking like now?
I don't even care anymore, Mario.
You don't even want to talk about it? It's that bad?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't think.
Isn't it sad? Like, bro, I was able to get fucking Dark Matter Dr. J, Dark Matter Kawhi Leonard, but those 100s just killed it for me.
But that's what I don't know. I don't think those 100s were as bad as you. I think a lot of people would be real happy with Jason Tatum.
I doubt that. The only people that would be happy with Jason Tatum are Celtics fans, and even most of them aren't even Tatum fans.
That's what I'm saying. If you're a Celtic fan, that Jason Tatum card is fucking him.
But I'm not a Celtics fan, Mario.
Maybe that's the reason why you're hating on it, because you're not a Celtic fan.
No, that's not it.
So you don't think it's a good enough card to use?
No, I don't.
Limitless range is definitely the most expensive one here.
His jump shot is trash.
That's crazy because I thought his dark matter. I was always able to hit threes with him consistently.
Well, I mean, try to turn the meter off and then see if you can and say that you do it consistently.
That is true. I don't know, man. I really like the cards that I got, even though I'm not completely happy with Big O. He's definitely gonna be a really strong, solid PG3, off my bench. And this way, when I do finally get the 100s that I wanted, or when they come down in price and I buy them, I'm going to have a really solid team eventually. And I think right now my team is beyond solid. It's a great team. I love my team. I'm absolutely, for once, in love with my Dark Matter team. Oh, let me see what this guy pulled for his level 37. He said, I pulled 100 over all Cade on level 37 and got 100 over Drexler from the Season 7 Pro Pass poll and Paul George. See, and I want to ask him, what did you think about your Clyde Drexler? Because a lot of people said that card sucks and it's a huge disappointment. I personally think the card is really good. I think the card has some really good attributes. It's a really good slasher. He plays above the rim. He's gonna dunk over people. He's gonna finish difficult layups, and his 3-pointer is pretty fast. He's got a really fast release. It's not the smoothest release, but it's fast. And I thought Clyde Drexler was excellent. I think that card is great. So I think, hold on, who did he get? He got Cade and Clyde. I think that was a W for you. I think you had a W, some W pulls right there. And you can't complain. I feel like if you get Cade Cunningham and Clyde, you can't complain.
No, you can only complain when you get Jason Tatum.
Yeah. Like my boy Chilango just said, you can only complain when you get Jason Tatum. But Lou, you were also complaining when you got Chris Webber. You're complaining that you got Jason Tatum. I mean, come on, what is it going to take to make you happy? Eventually, you got to be happy with what you get. You can't always be so upset with what you pull.
At this point, the only way I'm going to be happy is when I stop playing the game.
That's terrible. Well, I don't know. You weren't happy with Chris Webber. You're not happy with Jason Tatum. I know you would be happy with a Yao Ming, but the chances of getting a Yao Ming or a Shaq or something like that it's pretty slim to none, I think. Oh, I got a lot of good packs to open up. I got a ton of good packs to open up.
I could have gotten every the worst cards I could have gotten. If you would have just given me one Yao or one Michael Beasley, we're good.
Oh my gosh. Now, I don't think asking for Michael Beasley would have been too much, but the chances of landing on that one particular card is pretty, that's pretty slim to none, the chances of that happening.
Well, I gotta go, all right?
All right, hit me back up later, man. That was my boy Chilango 2K. If you guys don't know who he is, he's on my channel sometimes doing pack openings, and show him some love when he uses this platform to do some pack openings. He mostly does no money spent. He's like a real big no money spent person. Oh my God, there's a lot of stuff to open up. I can't lie. I feel like this Hall of Fame pass was really giving this season. It did give us a free Invincible, and it's been giving me a lot of stuff that I can make MT off of for sure. There's definitely a lot of good stuff that I can make MT off of. So I can't complain. I think the Hall of Fame pass is always worth its money. And look, I'm down to the good packs now, and it's starting to look really good. I can't wait to open these packs up. Hopefully, I get something good. But they definitely were hooking it up with badges. That's for sure. They definitely were hooking it up with that. But some of these badges were from the Pro Pass Reward Challenge. But yeah, now that I hear like everyone has been pulling so much good stuff from that Season 7 Pro Pass Reward, I'm kind of upset with what I got because all I got was Big O and Dwight Howard. And I'm pretty happy with Dwight Howard, but I wish I would have got something better than Oscar Robinson. It's not that his jumper isn't smooth or that he's not he doesn't feel like a small point guard out there. It's just he feels slow going downhill. You can't burst and turbo past anyone with Big O. He's got a really smooth jumper. You can shoot easily with him. It's just that it's hard to get him to the rim, and penetrate. And that's how I like to set up my offense. I like to get to the rim, penetrate for an easy two, and then if I don't have a two or anything going, like a dunk or a layup, kick it out for the three. But with the Big O, you really can't do that because he can't blow by anyone. He's kind of slow on that. So that was a little bit of a disappointment was getting Oscar Robinson. I wish I would have got something a little bit better. I would have been real happy with Penny Hardaway or SGA or Ben Simmons would have been awesome. Also pulled Dark Matter LeBron James, Dark Matter KD from my option packs. Yo, I got the same ones. I got Dark Matter King James and I also pulled Dark Matter KD. And those were two cards that I was interested in getting back into my collection and getting back on the team. But when I saw that the price of Dark Matters went up, because this weekend the market did not crash. The auction house did not take a crash. The auction house went up. Things went up in price in the auction house this weekend. And when I saw that Dark Matter King James went back up in value, and so did a lot of the other Dark Matters, I didn't want to spend the MT on them. So getting Dark Matter King James and KD from the Hall of Fame pass this morning was a blessing. It was great to get those two cards. I was super happy about those two pulls. So I can't complain about that. They really hooked me up with the Dark Matters. And I still like a lot of my Dark Matters. I still like running them. I mean, I got a Giannis with 37 legends. That's more than the Invincible Giannis. Why not, be happy with that? So I'm real happy with a lot of the cards I have. And when it comes to stuff like this, I always pick the duplicates because it's always sellable. And the Laker one always goes for the most MT. Anything Lakers and New York Knicks, Golden State Warriors, it always goes for a lot in the auction house. Well, I'm also, guys, I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but I'm really excited about that Galaxy Opal John Starks. When I was a kid growing up, I was a huge New York Knicks fan, and the Knicks were my favorite team and my favorite player on the New York Knicks. And my favorite player at that time was John Starks. To me, it couldn't get any. You couldn't even tell me about Michael Jordan. I'm like, Michael who? I like John Starks. So I was a really huge John Starks fan when I was a kid growing up. And then, of course, as I grew up, I realized, he was a really good player, but he wasn't a superstar. He was definitely more like an all-star player. But definitely had a really good career. I wouldn't say he had a Hall of Fame career, but he definitely had a really good career. I mean, he made it from the CBA all the way to the All-Star game. I think that's a huge accomplishment in your career. That at 1 minute you're playing in the minors, and the next minute you're in the on the big stage at the All-Star event. So I when I grew up, watching basketball, I was really, really in love with John Starks. And it takes forever to go through the whole like Hall of Fame pass. There is just so much that they give you. It is a lot. They actually do give you a lot. And I think they make you worth your money. If you don't like any of the stuff, you can just turn it into MT. Most of it is, all sellable. So
I was trying to pull KD for 3 days straight, then I got him in an auction pack. I was definitely satisfied with my pulls.
I was trying to pull KD for 3 days straight. Got him in the auction pack. In the option pack, I was definitely satisfied with it. And that's what I'm talking about. You got to be really happy with, any sort of W you can get out of this company. And today when I saw that I pulled King James and KD, I was gonna buy King James back for sure. I was gonna get him with like 30 plus legends on him, and that card was gonna cost me 1 million MT. Now I don't have to spend 1 million MT because I got him from the Hall of Fame pass. So I was really happy that I got King James, and I was real happy that I got Dark Matter KD. For me, those were huge W's. So I was real happy with the Hall of Fame pass. I know some people said they were a little bit disappointed with the Hall of Fame pass this season, but I was not one of those people. I was real happy with it. And the only thing I was a little bit disappointed with, I thought PG-13 could have just been a little bit better. I thought he could have been a lot better. For being an invincible, he really to me doesn't feel like anything special. He doesn't feel much different from his pink diamond. So I thought PG-13 could have been a little bit better. That's the only thing. I thought they should have made him like way better. I have dark matters that feel just as good as that invincible PG. I would say that my dark matter King James, when I had 36 legends on him, felt just as good as that PG-13. My dark matter Giannis that I won at the 3, I feel like is better at the running the 3. My dark matter Dr. J feels just as good as that invincible PG-13. So I thought invincible PG-13 has been a little bit overly hyped up. It could have been a better card. But it is what it is. I'm gonna run him, and if I don't like him eventually, I may have to, take him off the team, put him into the collection. Like Corby said, that's good. But, let me go back to Corby and them because I told them I was gonna come back. Yeah, what up, Paradox? Yeah, nothing much. Just opening these packs that I got from the Hall of Fame pass. It's just taking forever to go through all of this shit.
On
What
to
up,
the
Paradox?
ascension.
No, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna open them tomorrow. I might open up a Hall of Fame box, and I might do that before I open up the Hall of Fame box. I'll do that with. Then I might wait till then, but I wanted to wait for like my next live stream. I was gonna open up all of those, even though I'm really itching. Yeah, I want to see if when I want. Yeah, I want to see if on Friday if they give us another Hall of Fame box where they offer like 4 100s in it. I want to see if they've changed those players around, like and give us some different players to choose from. Because mm. I was gonna buy the one they have available right now. I was gonna get Penny Hardaway, but some people said that Penny Hardaway was kind of mid, so I was like, I don't want to spend $100 and get a mid player. Yeah, what's up, Paradox? What did you pick up? And did you pick up anything good? Sometimes you could pick up a cheap opal and make a little bit of a profit on it, but if you don't make a little bit of a profit on it, then you're either gonna break even or you're gonna lose out some MT because remember there's a 10% sale tax. But yeah, I sometimes I try to do some sniping. I haven't seen any good snipes lately because I don't know if you guys noticed, but the auction house like the prices went back up. I mean, I have been doing nothing but grinding out domination because it took you have to play a lot of domination to get to level 40 in one weekend, and that's all I've been able to do is just domination. So I have like one win in showdown. Yeah, pulling Ben Simmons and SGA Corby, that was huge. That's huge, man. Those are two great cards to get, man. You, you have a PG1 and a PG2 that you can run till the end of the game, especially Ben Simmons. You can run that card forever. That Ben Simmons card is gonna be like the best point guard in the game till the end, until like GOAT Kareem comes out. I would, and remember, Alpha Joker really wasn't attainable for that many people. This is the best attainable point guard for sure. Ben Simmons is definitely the best attainable PG. Him and Michael Jordan, I would say, should be a PG1 right now. I think Ben Simmons was a great pull. Oh yeah, Lucas should be up there too. Yeah. Oh, you have so many good cards, Corby. You can build like three really good teams with the cards you have. Yeah. Yeah, they really hooked you up, Corby. I feel like they really did. Okay, I'm gonna check out your lineup in a little bit. Oh my gosh. I I felt like they were blessing me up today. I got Dark Matter King James and KD. Dark Matter King James, he's still going for like 600,000 to a million. Dark Matter King James. I was real happy with those two polls. I feel like everyone in the community should have gotten to level 40 this weekend because you were really able to improve your team. What's up? What's up? Hold on. I'm trying to open all of this stuff up for a video. It's gonna mess up the video and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna open them up and then I'll be out there real quick. Yeah, I'll be out there in like less than 10 minutes. I'll be out there. I'll definitely join you guys at the park. But yeah, I want to open up all of this good stuff. And I feel like for once, earlier when I started this video, I was saying I'm not too sure if like the Hall of Fame pass was really worth it this time around, and some people were saying that they felt like it wasn't worth it. But I feel like the Hall of Fame pass was definitely worth it, and I feel like it's worth it every season. And I feel like it's really worth it. Yeah, I feel like it's especially if you. Yeah, yeah. Some people did get trash 100s, but still they were. Still, if you think about it, Corby, they were still free 100s that, I'm sure they're gonna make mostly everyone's team. Like right now, even though I'm not completely happy with the Big O, he's definitely gonna make my team and shit. And it was two free 100s. You can't ask for anything more. Oh yeah, they did do a 100 option pack. Okay, I'm gonna start off with these Series One deluxe packs. I never get anything good out of these packs, but let's just hope for the best and see what I get. Nothing. I'm lucky if I get like a good sapphire out of this. Nope. Not even a decent ruby. I already have this in my collection. Okay, another Series 1 League Deluxe pack. I'm just gonna get these crappy packs out the way first. Oh, it looks like I got an emerald. Yeah, I'll be out there in 5 minutes, guys. I'm gonna leave the party, but I'll be out there in like 5 minutes. All right, let's see what else I can open up. I'll open up this third and last Series 1 League Deluxe pack. I just want to get these out the way before I get to the really good ones. Nothing. You normally don't ever get anything good out of those packs, but at least you get to make some MT out of it. Like I said, I just made 975 MT off of those two cards. Not too bad. And I think I'm done with really most of the lane packs. So I'm gonna get to the good packs. I'm gonna save these legends and these hops for the end because I gotta figure out which ones I need. These are option packs, and I want to pick the correct ones that I actually need. So let's start off with this fan favorites base pack. See if I get anything good out of it. But like I said, I think the Hall of Fame pass is definitely worth it. I feel like you get your money's worth, and they always give you a lot of good stuff. And if you don't like any of the stuff, you can always sell it like I've been doing. And you're gonna make a decent amount of MT off of it. And I'm almost back to 10 million MT, so I really like everything they've been giving me thus far. I've been real happy with it. I know a lot of people weren't happy with the 100s they got out of the level 37 or from the Pro Pass Award, but I thought mines were pretty decent. I got Big O and I got Dwight Howard. I was pretty happy with those two. Okay, let's open up this. Let's start with the Prime base pack. I never get anything good out of a base pack. I haven't had any good base pack luck all year. I hate when people hit me up and they're like, "Oh, Indy, I got this out of a base pack. I got Invincible Wemby out of a base pack." I'm like, I haven't seen shit out of a base pack all fucking year. And, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have the luck, sometimes you don't. Last year I had really good base pack luck. Last year I pulled Dark Matter B-Roy out of a base pack. I pulled Galaxy Opal Kevin Durant out of a base pack last year. This year I haven't pulled shit out of a base pack. But all of this stuff is going to turn into MT. And that's how I've been able to get to 10 million MT is by farming MT by like this, by doing these type of things. Selling everything you get, adding it into the auction house. Just don't quick sell things. If you're able to add things into the auction house, make sure you do it. When you quick sell things, you're going to lose out a lot of MT. Okay, let's do this. Out of position base pack. I'll do the what is this one? The Pantheon. Let's do this one first. Ooh, we got a shake. I don't know if that's the slow shake or not. I don't think it is it? It's not. I was playing myself. I was really playing myself there. I thought it was the slow shake for a second. It's a diamond. Let's see if I get anything good. AJ Lawson. Nope, nothing special. I wouldn't even use that card for salary cap. Okay, let's try the glitched base pack. Like I said, you never know. I might get some base pack luck. Get me a dark matter. Nope, nothing. Let's try this out of position base pack. And then I'll do the deluxe one afterwards. That'll be like a little finale. But I didn't pull much heat from the ascension board because I had to rush through it today. So I got like some of the worst picks ever from the ascension board. It's actually the worst ascension board I ever had. And I've been playing the game for like a year and a half now. And it was the worst ascension board that I've ever gotten. I didn't get shit from the ascension board this season. I kind of struck out a little bit on it. I got like mostly jerseys and badges and cords. Oh my god, there's 2 shakes in here. Guys, is that the slow shake? I don't think those are the slow shakes. Is that the I don't know. Maybe I'm just playing myself. Maybe I'm tripping out. Nope, it's a diamond. 2 diamonds. I guess that's not too bad. 2 shakes is better than no shakes. But I'm sure there's, some crappy players. But like I said, even though I pulled a lot of crappy stuff from the Ascension board, like, playbooks and jerseys and stuff, all of that stuff, it gets turned into MT. So it's not too bad. It all works out. And any bit of MT that you can get your hands on is pretty vital. It's really hard to come by MT this year. Ooh, Mark Jackson. I'm actually going to keep this card. This card might make my salary cap team. I'm definitely going to keep this card around. Okay, what else can we do? Let's do this Galaxy Opal John Starks. Like I said, John Starks used to be my favorite player as a kid growing up. So I'm really happy to get this card and add it into the collection. And I'm definitely going to use this card for salary cap, for sure. He's definitely on my salary cap team. I want to use this card. Not bad. And I heard really good things about this card. I heard he's really solid. He's not too bad. He's got some pretty good stats. So I'm pretty happy with this card. And he's a New York Knicks legend. Okay, guys, I'm going to check the auction house real quick. Because there was a Patrick Ewing that I was keeping my eye on, and that John Starks card just reminded me about that. So let me just check the auction house really, really quick. Hopefully I didn't miss it. Oh, I did miss it. Damn it, that sucks. I can't believe that was 30 minutes ago. I'm really disappointed in myself. There was a Patrick Ewing that had 17 legends, and he was just about to end, and I missed out on it. That kind of blows. Back to ripping packs. I don't think I was gonna pay. He was already at 500,000 plus. I think he was like at 600,000. So I would have not paid 600,000 for a 100 overall Patrick Ewing. 100 overall Patrick Ewing isn't worth more than 3 to 4. He's not the best card, but he's not the worst. But I wouldn't pay anything more than 3 to 4, maybe 5. Okay, let's see what legends I get out of this. Hopefully, I get some good badges out of this. Not too bad. Aerial Wizard, I guess, is not the best, but not too bad. It's all good because I'm in desperate need of any sort of legends. Like, I'm really hurting for some good legends. Okay. Pick 5. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm trying to think, what 5 do I need in my collection? I know I need this one for sure. Feel like I always need float game. Shifty shooter is a good one. And I'm also gonna go with, I think, break starter. I'm sure I need all of these Hoff badges because also I used to have, I think, like 50 Hoffs and 30 legends or 35 legends in my collection. I don't have any more of those badges anymore. I gave them all to my dark matter players and souped up all of my dark matters. So I'm in desperate need of any sort of Hoffs and legends. So whatever badges I get out of this it's a plus. I need them desperately. I don't have any good badges left. And any sort of gold, silver, or bronze badges that you have in your collection, you should be selling those things ASAP because those badges are becoming outdated. And you should be throwing them into the auction house and be begging someone to pick them up off of your hands. And if somebody even buys them from you, you should be happy about it. Just get rid of those type of badges ASAP. They're not worth holding on to because, the players that we're getting nowadays don't need those type of outdated badges. So try to get rid of them as soon as possible. Okay, let's see which ones I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go with box out beast. That's always a hard one to get. Ooh, this one's a tough one because it doesn't let you pick 5. I'm gonna do post lockdown and minis marksman. Hey guys, there's 11 people in the building. If all of you could click like, I would really appreciate that. Like I said, I'm like super tired today. I'm surprised that I'm even doing a second stream. Today I was up until 12 o'clock in the afternoon grinding out the game. I didn't get to level 40 until 10 a.m. And then after 10 a.m. I had to grind out the Season 7 Pro Pass rewards. And that took me an hour to complete. And I got screwed out of my Dark Matter Premium Pack because it said I didn't complete it on time. I'm going to have to put in a ticket for that. And afterwards I crashed out and I didn't wake up until like super late. But I'm just like super tired, super worn out from all the grinding I've been doing. I didn't think it was going to take that much work to get to level 40, but getting to level 40 in one weekend, I'll never do that shit again. It was that much work. It was too much. It was a little bit too much. I don't think I would ever do that, attempt it again. So next time you think, grinding to level 40 is something easy, think twice about it because it was definitely not easy. It was probably one of the toughest video game grinds I've ever done. Getting to level 40 in one weekend, oh my gosh. I'm so tired from it. My eyeballs were like burning this morning and hurting. I was like, I need to get some sleep. And I crashed out. And then like around, I think it was like around 12 o'clock at night, I was about to spark up the stream and I was grinding some domination. I fucking completely fell asleep. So I'm just like real tired today from grinding out the game. So I figured, why not do this? I always have a lot of fun opening the packs that I get from the Ascension board. Hopefully this is a good legend. Ooh, Paint Patroller, not too bad. That's a good one. And then now I get an option pack. I don't know where I got this from, but I'm glad I have it. Let's see what they give us. Let me see which is... Okay, first of all, you always should pick Deadeye. That's always a must-have in your collection. If you ever get the chance to pick that one up, you got to pick that up. I'm also going to go with Mini Marksman. That's another good one to get. And then my third legend, I'm going to use it on Physical Finisher. I like that one a lot too. Okay, so I definitely got hooked up with the badges again. And like I said, I used to have 35 legends, but I gave them all to my Dark Matter players. My Dark Matter Giannis has 37 legends. My Dark Matter Akeem has 28. My dark matter David Robinson has like 30. So I was really completely running low on badges, like on E. Okay, let's open up this Josh Hart. Guys, how about my New York Knickerbockers? How about my New York Knicks making it to the Eastern Conference Finals? We going to the finals, baby. My New York Knicks are going to the finals. And if we get matched up, whoever we get matched up against, if it's like OKC, they're definitely going to give us a hard time and a run for our money. Oh, that's a sign, man. But I think we have a good chance of winning the NBA Finals this year. Oh, wow, look at that. If you run Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson together, they're duo cards. I might use that for salary cap for sure then. Because as unfair as it is, everyone is running dark matter duos and salary cap, and it's made salary cap real sweaty. And I'm gonna have to start running some dark matter duos for me to even survive in salary cap now. And that's sad because that's not what the mode was meant for. And here's the other part of the duo. I got dark matter Jalen Brunson again. It's funny, I had this card before and I threw him into the exchange for a badge, and I'm real happy to get him back now. I'm real happy to get dark matter Jalen Brunson back in the collection. This year, I absolutely regret putting so many cards into the exchange for just a badge. It's probably some of the biggest mistakes I made in the game. I traded in Brunson, I traded in Michael Porter Jr., and there was some cards that I didn't want to, trade in. I don't know why I did it. So I'm glad I got this card back. I kind of feel like trading in a dark matter or like a 100 for a badge is blasphemy. I can't believe I did it back then, and I'm just glad to get some of those cards back. I would never trade in a card for a badge ever again. It's got to be a card that I absolutely hate for me to trade it in. And I love most of my cards. Most of the cards I have in my collection, I love them. They really have come through for me this year to help me get some easy wins in Showdown. Ooh, Dark Matter Amari Stoudemire. I wonder if this card is any good. I was completely disappointed with 100 overall Willis Reed. That card was a disappointment. And now here's the Invincible PG-13. That is a beautiful glow. It's a beautiful electrical glow and spark. But I think they could have done more with the Invincible, glow. It should have been more electric. It should have been more to the spark. I feel like this year they were real lazy with the spark. But the gem looks real nice. The gem is beautiful. I almost made the mistake of using this Paul George for the challenge, and if you didn't do it with the correct PG, you didn't get the challenge completed. So I almost made that mistake. Okay, guys, as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these, 8 of these boxes now. And I'm gonna do this on Tuesday or on Friday when I open up the Hall of Fame box. I'm gonna open all of these up before I do that big pack opening.
Paul George is home.
Oh, PG is home, Jacob, for sure, man. PG is home. And guys, this is what my lineup is looking like real quick. I wasn't happy with Willis Reed, so he didn't make the lineup. I was really happy with Zion. Zion is a really good card. He could shoot. Super smooth release. Easy to time jumper. His jumper was super easy to time. And he had really good speed on him. The only problem with Zion is that he wasn't small forward eligible, and he's only like 6'6", 6'8". You can't run him at the 4. You can't run him at the 5. But he was definitely a good card. I just wish that you could have played him at the 3. Jacob, I didn't like Willis Reed. I don't know. I wasn't feeling Willis Reed for some reason. I didn't like his speed. He felt slow. Yo, what's good, Gabe? How you doing, my dude? Good to see you around, Gabe. I'm glad you're here. But I don't know. I wasn't feeling Willis Reed. I was actually feeling Zion more than Willis Reed. And the only reason why I'm not running Zion is because he's so small. But that Willis Reed, that card was slow. I didn't gravitate towards that card for sure. I didn't enjoy it. And I did pull Dwight Howard. and Big O. I can't say that I'm feeling Big O. I can't say that Big O is better than Dark Matter Dominique Wilkins. My Dark Matter Dominique Wilkins has 10 legends on him, and he's a 6'6" point guard. Um, my Dark Matter SGA is 6'7", and he's got all of his Hoffs on him. And both of these two cards feel better than 100 overall Oscar Robertson. If you were to ask me, hey, who do you recommend as an affordable, cheap, really good point guard? I would not recommend this Oscar Robertson. I would recommend Dark Matter, Dominique and SGA over Oscar Robertson. This card was really slow. Going downhill with him, you couldn't burst or turbo past anyone. He was that slow, and it's really hard to get him into the paint. He could dunk. He'll dunk over people, and he'll finish a difficult layup. The problem is getting him to blow by people. It's really hard to get this card to blow by anyone. He's really that slow. And Dwight Howard is really good. The only reason why Dwight Howard isn't in my starting lineup is because I can't play Dwight Howard and Giannis at the same time. Neither one of them spread the floor enough. So I couldn't run Dwight Howard and Giannis at the same time. And this PG-13, I don't know. I don't want to sound like one of the many people that were complaining about this PG-13, but this PG-13 doesn't feel like anything special. I can't say that I love this PG-13 more than I love my Dark Matter King James, and I can't say that I honestly think PG-13 is better than Dark Matter Michael Beasley. If you were to ask me, hey, would you recommend Dark Matter Michael Beasley at the 2 or the 3 over PG-13? I would. I would recommend Dark Matter Michael Beasley over this PG-13 card. He's just for an invincible, he's not all that. He's, to me, very mid. He's a very solid card. He's a decent slasher. He plays decently above the rim. He's gonna finish some decent difficult layups. He's really good on defense, but the card feels a little bit slow. The the movement feels slow, the speed feels slow, and also his jumper isn't all that. It's not that fast. It's not as fast as Michael Beasley, that's for sure. And I would take Dark Matter Beasley and maybe Dark Matter King James for sure. I put those two cards. I want to say all three of those cards are pretty much the same exact card. They're all in the same league, in the same category. So I was kind of disappointed with that because I felt like an Invincible PG-13 should have been way better than a Dark Matter King James. It should have been way better than a Dark Matter Beasley. But he's not that much better. I can't even say he's better than Michael Beasley. So I'm going to put him in the starting lineup for now because another card that is just as good, this Dark Matter Kawhi, is just as good as this Invincible PG-13. He is, if not better. So I'm a little bit disappointed with the Paul George. I would definitely take Beasley, King James, and Kawhi. And I would even say Dr. J is just as good as him. Those four Dark Matters, they're just as good as this Invincible PG. You don't need a rush to level 40 to get PG-13 if you got the Dr. J, King James, Kawhi, or Beasley. You really don't need you really don't need PG-13 if you got those four Dark Matters in your lineup. I don't think he's better than any of those four players. But this is my lineup for now. I'm thinking about getting 100 overall Patrick Ewing, and then I want to move Dwight Howard to the reserves, and I want to send Kevin Garnett back into the collection. This Kevin Garnett card, don't let people fool you. This Kevin Garnett card is pretty damn good. It's pretty damn solid, more than solid. Elite slasher, elite defender, elite rim runner, very good defender. The three ball is a little bit slow, but it's more than good enough. I was hitting threes with KG. This is a very good card. I want to say I would give this card an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10. But the only reason why I want to replace him is because I want to get Patrick Ewing into the lineup. And I've been running with this card since the end of season 4. So it's time to put him away and try out some new players, see some new faces on the team. But I'm sure he'll be back on the lineup. This season, I want to rotate my reserves. I'm going to be constantly rotating my reserves because I have a lot of good players in my collection now. A lot of good Dark Matters. I also pulled Dark Matter KD today. But that is my lineup for now. Okay, let's go into the auction house and let's see if that Patrick Ewing is still around. Mm, this is about as much as I would spend on Pat, and he does have 10 legends. That's not too bad. The other day I did pick up Patrick Ewing for 300,000, and then when I flipped them, I was able to flip them for 500,000. So I always think if you're able to get any sort of 100, like sometimes you can get James Worthy for like 200,000. And if you could pull any sort of 100 for like 200 or 300,000 MC, I always recommend picking it up and then trying to reflip it. Like this with Rashard Lewis is dumb cheap. Like you can get Rashard Lewis on the super cheap right now. But that's what I'm saying. Right now, it's a good time to sell and a good time to buy because there's a lot of good cheap 100s that if you're not real picky about the 100s you have on your team, you're not real picky about the players, you could stack your team up with a good amount of 100s and not spend more than about 1.5 mil. For 1.5 million, I think you could build yourself a starting five of 100s right now. Is it going to be the best starting five? No, it's going to be like Patrick Ewing. You're going to have Rashard Lewis. You're going to have James Worthy, Clyde Drexler, and Big O. But you can still build a lineup of 100s with about 1.5 mil. You can snipe some really good players from the 100 tier. But like I said, there's some really good, affordable, and cheap 100s out there right now. The market is going to crash tomorrow as soon as the super packs drop again, like it always does every week. Everybody is in love with this Larry Bird this season. They say he's pretty good. I wouldn't mind getting Clyde Drexler back on the team. I'm going to keep my eye out for this card, even though I would like to get one that would have more legends on it. I don't want one that just has 3 legends. I have seen a few Clydes out there with maybe 10 to 12 legends, but not that many people are badging out Clyde Drexler, Patrick Ewing, James Worthy. Not many people are wasting their legends on the more affordable, cheaper like budget 100s. Everyone's badging up, cards like T-Mac. So you can get some of these cards on the cheap. Like I said, 300,000 is what I would pay for them. Like I would not pay that much for a DeMar DeRozan or even Anthony Edwards. I wouldn't pay much for him. I definitely would not pay much for Ray Allen, but I don't think Ray Allen is that bad. Ray Allen at the point is not that bad. I think he's 6'5". I could picture running Ray Allen at the point if I accidentally got him. Like if I was forced to run him. And then the point guards. The only affordable point guard is Big O and Cade Cunningham. The rest are pretty expensive. Even Devin Booker, who everyone shits on, he's always like 600,000 or more, and he doesn't even have any legends. So I'm gonna check out the Invincibles, even though they're way out of my price range. Yep, I wouldn't spend 4 to 5 million on any player because eventually, in about 2 to 3 weeks, this Giannis right here that's going for like 5-7 mil, he's gonna be down to 2 or 3. Wemby is probably never gonna come down in price. Wemby is gonna be expensive as fuck for the whole year. But this Shaq, eventually there'll be a time where you'll be able to get this Shaq for 2 to 3 mil. So you just gotta be patient. You don't have to rush into things. The chances of you running into a team full of these invincible players on Showdown is slim to none.
Paul George is home.
I haven't even ran into any of these players in Showdown. I haven't even seen Invincible Wemby in Showdown. I have seen Invincible Wemby at the park, and I have seen Dr. J, Invincible Dr. J at the park. But I haven't ran into any of these other cards, especially Shaq. So you might as well act like they don't exist because you don't have to worry about running into them. So I would say the only cards you have to worry about seeing in Showdown, I would say is just the 100s. That's pretty much the top tier in Showdown. You might run into a person that has like 3 to 5 100s on their team, but I haven't seen anyone with 2 to 3 invincibles in Showdown. So I don't really worry about them too much. Kind of act like they don't exist. Oh my gosh, there's no way I also missed that other Patrick Ewing. It said 10 minutes. It didn't feel like 10 minutes went by. Please tell me that I didn't miss that Patrick Ewing. Well, I missed 2 Patrick Ewings today because I'm a really bad sniper and I don't set my alarm. And I missed one that had 12 legends that was going for 600,000, and I missed one for that had 10 legends that I think was only going to go for 300,000. That sucks, man. I'm so pissed off right now. Okay, there's another one coming up, but in 13 hours from now. How fucking convenient. That sucks. Damn it, man. I didn't think I was taking that long to get back to that. Well, guys, I'm gonna run some showdown with my team, and I'm gonna see how they perform. Like I said, I didn't even add Willis Reed onto the team because I thought he was really bad. But I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna just use the restroom and choke up.
He'll be back.
Okay, I'm back. Back again. Guess who's back? 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 All right, I'm back. All right, I'm gonna take this team into showdown, guys, and I'm gonna see how they perform. If anybody in the chat wants to play me in some showdown, let me know because I'm down to play. Like I said, I got a really good team, and I want to see how they do. And I can't believe I missed out on that Patrick Ewing. I really wanted that Patrick Ewing pretty bad. I know that's pretty ridiculous to hear, but I wanted that Patrick Ewing. I missed out on 2 of them. One has 17 legends, and he was over 500,000. He was like in the 600,000 range. And I wouldn't pay 600,000 for Patrick Ewing, no matter how many legends it has, because the card isn't that good. It's a good solid card, but it's not worth over 500,000. But the one with 10 legends, if it would have gone for 300,000, I would have picked it up, and I missed out on it. And I don't know why missing out on snipes bums me out so much. The cards are constantly coming back into the auction house. They're constantly being rotated and recycled back in. So I'm not gonna let it bum me out. There's another one coming up. It also has 10 legends, but it's not for like another 13 hours. So I'll try to get that one if possible. Oh my god. This guy's got a pink diamond starting lineup. That's crazy. We're in fucking season 7 and he's got a whole team of pink diamonds. He's got 29 wins out there with these. He's gotta be good. If you're out there getting 30 wins in Showdown with a team full of pink diamonds, you know, all in your lineup, you know that person is good.
By Wilkins. And so here is New York.
That person is not a scrub if he's got 30 wins with a pink diamond lineup.
Duncan high post. Back to Robinson.
And that's what I try to tell people this year. The cards were so good this year. The diamonds, the pink diamonds, the Galaxy Opals, they made them so OP that if you got a really good team of Galaxy Opals that you're comfortable with, a really good team of pink diamonds that you're comfortable with,
and that one falls for Robinson.
Run with those players because you can match them up against any team. It doesn't matter if the team you're going up against has Dark Matters or 100s. You know, you could really take it to them. Like I said, this guy's got a whole starting lineup of just pink diamonds. That's crazy, you know, to be doing that in Season 7 in Showdown. It takes a lot of cojones to do that in Season 7 of Showdown. A full pink diamond lineup. That's insane. Let's see how he does. But if you're the right type of player, if you're good enough, you can run against any team. And like I said, he's already got 30 wins. And we're only in like day 3.
Stolen by Wilkins.
So he's got to be pretty good.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Duncan. Good, and the nice assist from
that was a really bad shot. I can't believe I made that. That was a super bad shot.
In a way that very few players playing today can do.
Wang can't get it to go. Here's New York.
Oh, he's got some Dark Matters out there. I guess they're Dark Matter duos.
It's hauled in by
I didn't even notice that.
And that was almost a block. Still,
people really like those Dark Matter duos. It's fucking unreal how many how much people are running those Dark Matter duos everywhere.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
I don't know if those cards are any good. I don't have any experience with them, but they look pretty decent.
Both good from the line.
I would like to try out the Darius Miles and Ricky Davis Dark Matter duo. I would like to try them out for salary cap.
He's got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. For 3, Wilkins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
I guess Wilkins was just like camping out over there, taking a little break.
Here's Black. Shoots over Wilkins. Good for the basket.
Let me tell you, this guy is fucking kicking ass with these pink diamonds. He's got a complete pink diamond lineup, and he's doing really good. Playing really good, smart defense.
Pass to Robinson. Giannis outside. From past the arc.
Oh, come on, Giannis. We got to make those. You got 37 legends on you. You got to make those, my boy.
Count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, but this guy's giving me like some issues with this pink diamond lineup. I like that. This Dark Matter Dominique Wilkins from the out of position set, he's definitely the best Dark Matter point guard available right now. Him and SGA. And there's still really good runnable cards.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
So people always, you know, when people ask me, hey, what point guards do you recommend? Of course I'm going to recommend 100 SGA and 100 Mike. But if you don't have that, you know, and you're on a budget, Dark Matter Dominique and Dark Matter SGA are like some of the 2 best point guards still in the game. Or else I wouldn't run them.
Back to Giannis. There's a screen by Robinson. The kick out to Wilkins.
Nice foul.
And it's out of bounds to New York.
I thought it was a foul. That sucks.
Here's George.
Ooh, this PG-13 is starting to feel a little bit better in my hands. You know, sometimes you just gotta get used to a play. You just gotta get like familiar with their traits before you start doing good with them.
Good, and the assist goes to town.
This guy does every little trick in the book to get points. But when you run in a bunch of pink diamonds, I guess you gotta do that.
Really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
It's like he's got the budget on Dark Matters, the team league Dark Matters.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible.
Yeah, but my Giannis is something different. I got 37 legends on my Dark Matter Giannis. I have 28 on Akeem.
There's so many teams out
I
there
have 30 on David Robinson.
Is doing to
So
them
a lot of my players are completely bashed out. Yo, what's good, Ref?
Force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Ref, my dude, I had one tough day. I've been on this game a little too much. I spent all weekend grinding to level 40, and it was fucking way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. It took a lot of time and a lot of work. And I'm so fucking tired. I've taken like 3 naps just today. Taking like 3 different naps.
This is off the front eye. The Knicks leading by 4.
So I'm like completely out of energy. But I wanted to test these new players out and see how my team runs.
They get it back. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And I have to admit, the game has gotten really fun lately. I don't know if it's just because I'm in love with my team or what, but it's become real fun lately.
Wilkins outside. Goes back up.
I should have made that.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Should have made that too. I don't know why I pulled up. I had enough time to make it to the rim.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
I feel like I should be up by a little bit more in this game, but it's all good. I'm just trying to get used to these new players, and it's my first game with any of these players. I haven't played with this PG-13 yet. It's my first game with them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter
earlier today I was trying out Willis Reed, and I had to drop him off the team.
Guys, let's get your take on the
so I'm just trying to form out a team for season 7. See who I'm going to run with.
For the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
See, like PG-13 isn't really blowing by anyone.
So leaking out and capitalizing on fast.
He really isn't blowing past people. He's kind of slow. He's kind of. I'm thinking about like sending PG-13 into the collection and getting me Clyde Drexler. I thought he was way better. I thought 100 Clyde was better than this. This PG-13 is like not impressing me. It's really a slow card. He's not moving as fast as he should be downhill. Downhill, you know, you should be able to burst and turbo past people. He's not doing that. He's just moving real nonchalant. Even this Dominique is moving faster than that card. So I think Invincible PG-13 was a little bit overhyped.
The visitors on defense. And they double up Giannis. Here's Wilkins. Thomas with the ball.
Nice block.
And they get it back. Aldridge wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Aldridge has got 5 now.
And we've seen Aldridge make this shot before. The D has to at least honor his 3-ball.
I feel like all the tryhards are on right now. I'm like, good lord. It's fucking 5 in the morning. Why are there so many damn tryhards on the game right now? I just want to test these players out.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
But yeah, so far I'm not that impressed with PG-13. The card is not that impressive, guys. It could have been a lot better, especially for as much as you got to pay for it.
Who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
I'm a little bit disappointed. So I'm going to keep giving him like chances because, you know, he's an invincible.
About a minute gone.
If I don't start filling him pretty soon, I'm going to have to go to somewhere else.
No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's deflected.
See, like he's just moving slow.
And here's George for three.
The jumper is very
that's
nice.
good.
The jumper is nice,
Robinson
but
picking up
his
the
slash
assist.
into the rim.
George is
You know, I feel like
juggling up the second
PG-13 was known for that. Remember,
Here's
that's
Black.
young Paul George right there. Like, he was a slasher. He was a dunker. He was able to slash to the rim and dunk over motherfuckers. And this PG's moving slow. I can't get him past anyone. Okay, just getting the ball
Aldridge
stripped.
with it. Now guarded by Giannis. The quick look, no good.
So I don't
that
know.
time.
I don't know if this PG-13 is going to be in my
here's
starting
Duncan. He'll
lineup for
bring it up
good,
for
or
New
if I'm
York.
going to move him to the bench.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Aldridge.
But I'm
It's
kind of
stolen by
iffy about him.
Wilkins. And here we go with George. Nobody back.
I mean, he does have 7 points in this, and it's only the second quarter, so maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on him. He is performing really well,
It's tipped. Outside Aldridge.
especially defensively.
Here's Wang. It's up a three. He's just scored his first basket with that shot.
I can't believe
making him
people are
1
running
for 4.
that Wayne card, man.
Does so much
That
out
looks
there to
annoying.
stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
All people want to do is spam the steal button. It's crazy.
It's Wilkins on the wing. Time call here. The Knicks
I got to put my
decide to
bench
talk
in.
it over.
But so far so good with PG-13. Am I blown away by him? No, I am not blown away by this invincible PG-13. It's not blowing me away. I think I played with like much more impressive cards than that PG-13. Tim Duncan was a better level 40 rewarder. He's only a 100.
So both teams making some changes here.
So I'm kind of a little bit disappointed. I don't think he's exactly
131
all
left
that.
to
I
play in
thought
the
he was
first
going to be a
half.
little bit better.
Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length.
I don't know what's going on with the shooting, but I feel like the shooting has become like a little bit too easy nowadays.
One thing about LaMelo
Except for when I
Ball,
shoot.
he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to
I feel like
stop
this
him
guy's making
when
every
he's in the
single
flow.
jumper he takes.
And the Knicks with possession here. Pass to Howard. Wilkins outside. Wilkins draws the double. New York moving it around. Irving can't
Okay,
get it
I gotta
go.
get back into like
We've got 33 seconds left
game and
down
lock
here in the
in.
second. A shot by McGrady, no good.
I've been playing domination mostly the last 3 days because that's the best way to grind to level 40. And I feel like when you play against the computer for so long, when you come back to Showdown, you're a little bit damn rusty because you've been playing against the computer for 3 days. And playing against the computer got a little too easy. And I feel like fucking my game a little bit. Like I could tell I'm a little bit rusty for Showdown.
Ricochet right up, and it is good. And
That's
the
ridiculous.
buzzer.
It's crazy that you could be beating somebody in this game and the computer's gonna do whatever it takes to get that person back in the game. It don't fucking matter.
And that's it for
It's
the
just
first
gonna
half
help
of
them
action.
out.
What's been a very close
It
game here.
is what it is, you know.
Up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime
I think I was
to
up by
start
10.
the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple
That's
of
what I
quarters,
hate about
the
this
second
game
half could
sometimes.
turn
It
out
just
to be a
keeps
great
people
one as
way
both
too
teams try to gain an edge.
like in the game. People that shouldn't be in the game. And I'm not saying this guy shouldn't be in the game. He's playing pretty decently,
New York trailing.
especially with the cards that he has. He's playing really good.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's the three.
I'm just like a little bit
Karl
tired.
Anthony
Like I said, I was
Towns with
grinding the
the
game
rebound.
for 3 days
Really
straight,
excellent
all the way
defense
until
there.
11,
They
12
know
in the
he's
morning.
capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not
And I
have
got a
played
bunch
him
of
better.
videos I need to
Have to
edit.
get out on him. He'll burn you
I'm
from
just, like,
there
so worn out.
repeatedly.
Outside Leonard.
But I wanted to see how this team was going to perform.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the three fly. It's
Yeah, I got to
rebounded
make
by
these threes
Aldridge.
because
Here's McGrady.
getting good looks, I'm just not making them.
Off target from outside. New York trails by
I just
4.
got to hit these threes.
The kick out to Irving. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
This Dwight Howard's really good, but he just doesn't spread the floor. And I wish I would have got like someone like Anthony Davis.
Howard in the post. Howard draws the double.
Oh my God, I was gonna say he's really good in the low post, but he missed the dunk.
Up and they call the shooting foul. For New York, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless.
But I would say getting Dwight Howard is as good as getting Shaq. I think 100 Shaq and 100 Dwight and 100 Will, they're all the same player basically. So getting Dwight Howard was pretty good. His release is a little bit better than the 100 Shaq. So I do like that, but he's not as big as 100 Shaq.
And Olajuwon drops them both.
But still, a really good card, and I'm happy I got him from the Season 7 Pro Pass Challenge.
Pass to Towns. Irving with the steal. Here's Leonard.
Oh my God. Come on, man.
A good
Guy's
jumper
putting way
with
too much
long
defense
arms,
into
and
this
it's
game
that
at this
size
time.
that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
Unloads.
This guy's acting like it's the NBA Finals over here.
And so here is New York.
He's like, I want this dub with my pink diamonds.
Howard draws the double. Nice fake, but the layup.
Come on, Howard.
Puts up a deep three. Aldridge. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Olajuwon. Takes it out to Leonard for the tie.
Kawhi Leonard's got one of the best three balls in the game. His release is so easy to time.
Wasting zero time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
Pass to Towns. Fires from deep.
That Karl Anthony Towns, his release is so ugly. I just got him today also, and I'm not too happy about that card. I kept him, but I'm not happy about it.
Now Irving. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. Here is Olajuwon. Aldridge is coming.
Yes.
And foul on the shot. He'll
like I said, guys, I think the reason why I'm having so much fun now with the game is because I finally assembled a team of players that I like, that I really love. And it's players that I really love in real life. I grew up on Akeem, on David Robinson, so I really love having those players on my team. And it makes me want to play harder for them and try harder to win the games.
And the free throw is good.
But I think that's why I'm having so much fun, because I finally have all the players I want. I'm not just running with players that I was forced to run with. Just putting together some sort of like random team that doesn't have any, doesn't make any sense or have any sort of theme to it. I really like every single player that I have on this team right now.
And this is the
only player I'm not digging right now is just my new PG-13, that invincible PG-13. I'm not quite feeling.
With the bucket.
I don't know how that guy gets open every single time.
Way too far back and relaxed.
This guy's like, you're off balling, I'm gonna follow that
The
person.
kick out to Irving. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Leonard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That ball, nice feed that time from Leonard.
Yep, I still love my Dark Matter SGA.
Going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Wang. Fades back. Here's Augman. Kawhi Leonard.
Stacey Augman? Like, who uses Stacey Augman? That can't be fun to play with. Like, some people don't even know who Stacey Augman is. Most people don't know who the fuck he is. I'm surprised anybody would want to use him. That's ridiculous when you get sucked out of bounds over there underneath the rim. That has gotten ridiculous. It is basically just the RNG and the algorithms helping out the opponent. That's all that is. It's an easy way to get them the ball back so they can score again, hopefully.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. That one misses. Now the Knicks with it. Their defense has only allowed 6
Get
points
out
in the
of here,
second
man.
half.
So much reaching in nowadays. It's ridiculous.
From outside, off
Like, that's all everybody wants to do now, spam the square button. It's so frustrating. Chill the fuck out. It's like if your offense, if you suck dick at offense, your answer should be, well, I'm going to spam the steal button to get more possessions because I suck at scoring. It should be, hey, I'm going to work on my 3-ball, or I'm going to work on some offense and, work on running a good offense instead of like, hey, my plan is just to spam the steal button and get more possessions by being cheesy. It's pure stupidity, and I think it shows low basketball IQ. It shows the inability to adapt and get better at the game. And I won't play like that. I'm not going to sit here and spam the steal button and lunge left and right, hoping to get a body steal, a body bump. And I think that looks ridiculous when players do shit like that. That's not my type of ball. That's not how I grew up playing the game. It's one thing to play real defense. It's another thing just to spam the steal button in hopes that you're going to run into a steal. Okay, I'm going to give PG-13 another actually, I'm going to run.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I was able to listen in on what Rudy Tomjanovich went over with his team.
I'm going to give PG-13 another chance. Trying to see, if I'm going to get the hang of him. But right now, I'm just like, not thinking he's anything special.
You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. 6 to shoot. Here's Ricochet.
That was one of the most dumbest shots I've ever seen.
From Leonard.
But this game helps out stupid players. Or reaching in. It's crazy. It gets on my nerves that this is what is becoming the game. It's just reaching in. Reaching in the hands up. That fucking works every single time now. It's ridiculous. Next year, I feel like they have to fix the passing lanes. The passing lanes, the reaching in, it's gotten so bad.
And he dunks it down.
And this kid, Ricochet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Let me tell you, when you play this annoying, it doesn't matter if you have 2 diamonds or not, you can win the game because this game style is just so annoying.
Master Irving.
I really hate playing annoying-ass people like this, but
6 on the shot clock.
He's not giving me that much problems. He's just spamming the steal button.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And the game keeps it within 2 points every single time. It's crazy how close. I was up by 10 points at one point, and now it just wants to keep it a 2-point game. So the computer, the AI, is going to throw every possible way for me not to score just to keep this guy close into the game. I feel like the algorithms this year have gotten so bad.
Here's Duncan. And Duncan gets double teamed. And a wide open look for Irving. Tries again. The 3 drains the 3-pointer.
I knew I wasn't going to miss that second one.
Got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is.
He's really obsessed with following who I'm off-balling with. It's crazy.
They lead by 1.
Kind of sad. That's how people play the game now.
Takes it out to Leonard. Lets it go with the 3.
I'm just going to bombard him with 3s.
From deep.
Why typically solid from 3, you're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Oh, they get it back. He doesn't hit.
He was trying to dunk over somebody as if there wasn't a person standing in the way. It's crazy how some people play this game.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And the 3 off target.
That felt a little bit rushed. I should have took my time with it.
Here's Thomas. And Thomas with the stuff.
Thomas with the stuff,
nice,
yeah.
Strong finish on the
I'm
inside.
like 2K with this stuff.
He's got the dunker mentality. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. A 3 from Leonard.
I definitely feel like something's
missing.
going on with my 3-point shooting right now. Like the players are slowing down and shit.
We've got
They're
1:13
not
left
tired.
in the fourth
It's
quarter
not
of this
fucking
one.
me, it's the game.
Sigma with the
It's just waiting for him to tie up the game and then let everything go back to normal.
Go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching
Like my
staff,
players, I'm gonna
hopefully a
check the
combination
stamina
of
right
both.
now.
Gets close. He's
I guess
the
they
ball.
are tired. Let's get PG-13 back in here.
He hits the
Sucks
first
when
one,
like
and
the
that
game allows
gives them
people
the lead.
that I feel like aren't better than him just to stick around in the game. He's getting blown out by 10 points and now he's fucking MJ. Get out of here.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. So he goes 2 for 2.
Now I can understand if he was beating me in the first 2 quarters or some shit. I'd be like, oh man, you know, this is a tough opponent, but
Sending him to
it's
the
not the
line
case.
again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Like,
It's good.
weak coverage and that went in. Come on, there was like three defenders around Karl Anthony Towns and his jacked up
And he
three-pointer.
nets it.
The game will do anything to keep it close, man. It's frustrating. That's why sometimes I want to give Showdown a break because I don't feel like I'm playing against an opponent. It feels like when I play domination, it feels like I'm playing against the computer. All of this garbage is just left is in the computer's hands. All right, this is the lineup I'm going to run with, and see if I can get this win. It's 59 seconds to go. It's my ball. It's all about playing defense this last 59 seconds. I'm sure he'll be spamming the steal button.
Now here is George. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And we'll go the other way.
And the score being this
Out of
close,
bounds.
he has to
That's
retain
crazy.
possession of the ball.
Why
You
would he
just
step
can't
out
give
of
away
bounds?
like
Like,
that.
why that kind of animation just to do a turnaround pass?
Towns.
That doesn't make
walking
any
around.
sense. And look, he made that.
And this is why he's a go-to.
That's why I don't get mad
option.
because that's not
Enjoys getting the
it's not
chance
me
to
losing
come
the
up
game. The
big
computer's like
for his
just to
team.
turn around and do a
Here's
pass.
Wilkins. And here's George for 3.
I don't know his jump shot yet, and it's not all that. But just to do a turnaround pass, they had him step out of bounds, which led him to do making these threes at the end.
And that is the kind of
That's a shame, man.
shot that can really deflate a crowd.
It doesn't. Afterwards, how can you even give a fuck about winning or losing when the game's not even in your control half the time?
It's almost like he's trying to make
A
things
tied up
hard on
game,
himself.
and they're gonna have a
He's gotta slow the
turnaround
game
animation
down, try to get some
for a
easy
pass and step out of bounds. That doesn't make.
So it's the
At
visitors
this point, I don't even give a fuck.
and that's an
Sometimes.
intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's always when you're up by
First
10,
free throw
15
is
points in
good,
that
and
first
that
2
makes
quarters.
it a 7-point lead.
It's crazy how most of the time the person that ends up winning the game is the
And so
person that was
both
down by
free
10,
throws are
15
good.
points.
And
Because
it's an 8-point game.
the algorithms really kick in
And
to
Greg,
keep
it
the
looks
game
like
close.
time is going to run
It's
out
so
on 'em here.
frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Offensive rebound.
It's crazy that my whole team went ice cold and shit. Like, it's so
Here's
pre-programmed.
Black. The visiting club
Meanwhile,
takes
this
the win
retard
on
is
the
gonna
road.
think he's fucking
They
a great
came in
player.
here and took care of business like
So
they
fucking
were
cheesy.
the
Well,
home
one of the
team.
game was the extra possessions from the steals. Maybe I gotta start spamming the steal button more. I'm just not that type of player. I don't know why. It's just I don't want to put the effort into spamming the steal button. I don't think it makes for fun basketball. I don't think it's the correct way to play basketball. I always tell people, if you want to get me defeated in this game, if you want to beat me in this game, start spamming the steal button, do the full court press as soon as the game starts, from the first inbound play. You'll fucking get me so frustrated I won't even want to play you. I'll just rage quit the game instantly. Because I don't want to deal with it. It's just annoying. It's beyond agitating. Because people actually get wins by just spamming the steal button. They could suck. They could suck dick at shooting, at fucking scoring the ball. But if you get enough possessions from just spamming the steal button, you can win a game. Even if you're a scrub, even if you're running a pink diamond lineup. or a bunch of dark matter duos.
Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA
But I hate when I play
action coming
garbage
up.
ass players like that. It
Tonight,
gets on my
we'll see
nerves.
Miami as they play against New York.
It actually
Alongside
boils my
Grant Hill
blood
and Clark
using
Kellogg.
garbage
I'm
ass
Brian
players like
Anderson.
that. It
We'll
does.
talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the
The
sidelines
fact that I was
as well.
up by 10, 11 points and he won by like two shots. You know, the fact that Dominique Wilkins steps out of bounds with 30 seconds to go in the game. It's, shit like that is ridiculous that it even happens. And you can't let it piss you off. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've only got one win. Like I said, I've been grinding out domination for the last 3 days now.
To the inside.
And that's all I've been playing is just domination. And it doesn't matter if you play domination on the hardest level. When you come back to Showdown, you're going to be a little bit rusty because you're playing the computer and the computer's way easy. And I got used to blowing out the computer by 40 points.
Here's Black. Ooh, and they immediately
What the fuck is
answer back
everyone
with a
doing
dunk
running
on the
this
other
block
end.
part? It's annoying.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're
Yeah,
up against
this
a point guard who can elevate.
PG-13 is not
Make it easy,
impressive.
does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense. They feed
I also
off
hate
that
how
energy
sweaty
and
the
ability
beginning of
to
the
make
season
plays.
is.
It gets them going.
It seems like all the sweats, all the tryhards come out at the beginning
Over
of
to
the
the left
season.
wing. The three from Holmgren.
Like they got
Can't get
something
his
to
first
prove.
shot of the game to fall. He got him. No doubt that's a foul.
Excuse
And
me
it's
for
gonna
all
be
the
a
coughing.
transition take
My
foul.
allergies are acting
New
up
York
today.
shooting their first free throw of the game.
Like I said, I was up all morning grinding the game to get to level 40 so then I could do the Pro Pass Reward before the season ended. So I was up until like 11 in the morning grinding out the game. And I got Big O and Oscar Robertson out of it.
Paul George, one of the most versatile
and
and
Dwight Howard, so I
dynamic
better use
players
them.
in the league. I mean,
I didn't
he does
even
a
use
lot
them
for
the
his
last
team
game.
offensively,
And maybe that would have made a difference.
which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
But this PG-13, I'm not like really feeling him.
There's the drive. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. George outside.
See, like, what's going on? You're invincible. Like, that should have been a dunk. That should have been a guaranteed dunk. Some buckets right here.
While he was going up.
Inside Duncan, highly efficient. So really,
Let's just say I'm more impressed with this level 40 Tim Duncan than I am with that invincible PG-13 by far. That PG-13 doesn't match up to this card. This card is amazing, this Tim Duncan. So I don't know what's going on, like why they gave us such a like mid
he's as solid as it gets from the
invincible.
line.
I wouldn't
give him the
expect that from an
opportunity.
invincible.
He's cashing in on those.
It's really mid. I don't think he's elite at any one in particular thing.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Black. And the layup is good. Black's got his second basket.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's his hair or something, but that Andre Black part gets on my nerves.
A very heady passer.
I'm just like so tired of seeing it.
Wilkins can't hit.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
I'm like was expecting way more from this invincible PG-13, and this card it doesn't seem like anything special. I know the jumper is smooth and easy to time, but this got to be more than a jumper to the player. And I don't feel like he's doing anything like really at an elite level,
At around 2 minutes
except for
played
his
here in the
shooting.
first quarter. 6 on the shot clock.
That behind the back escape was real slow. All of his movement, it's real slow. That's all I can say is like his movement is really lackluster. I don't know, I'm like so disappointed with this PG-13. I think it was a waste of money, and I think it was a waste of
Here's Roy.
like I said, I grinded the whole weekend away to get to level 40, and I don't think it was worth it. And then I also had to pay for the Hall of Fame pass, $20. I don't think it was worth it just to get this card.
And New York has possession.
I feel like I should have just waited.
For three, George knocks down the
This
triple.
3-ball is real good, but that's the best part about this card is just that he can shoot.
His shots from deep. He's an outstanding.
If I wanted a card that can just shoot, I would go get 100 overall Jason Tatum.
Now here's Sabonis.
If I want a card that just can shoot.
That time. Good work defensively by Robinson. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo.
I did not want to do that pass, but
up top, Sabonis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled.
Oh, this is getting on my nerves today.
Man, it's such a pleasure to watch Sabonis work. A great basketball IQ and an unreal.
It really does. Like when you take a break from Showdown and you come back to it, you realize how the computer keeps people in the game, because some of this shit shouldn't be fucking happening.
And Sabonis drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Wilkins.
That should have been an and one.
On the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
But guys, I really like this Dominique. I got this Dominique Wilkins with 10 legends for only 75,000 MT. He was a steal. I committed a robbery. It was one of the best nights of the year for me. 10 legends on a Dark Matter Dominique for 75,000.
Pass to Green. They set the pick from deep. And it's New York with a rebound.
So if you can get that card, I highly recommend picking them up.
To the middle. Here's Robinson.
And I still love Dark Matter David Robinson. I'm still in love with Dark Matter Akeem. These cards are elite. My Dark Matter David Robinson has 31 legends. Akeem's got 28. These cards are fucking badass. You really don't need the 100s. There's not much of a difference from a Dark Matter to a 100. It's a 1 point differential.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes.
I'm going to go with Kawhi Leonard right now. And I'm going to also give Big O a run. Let's see how this Big O does for me, because I've gotten him and I haven't given him a chance really. So I'm going to give him a chance and see if I'm going to even like this card, if I can get used to it, or if it's something that I can run with and adapt to. But
and here's Wall.
He's another card that going downhill, just like Paul George, going downhill, he's not able to burst or turbo past anymore. They move, both cars move pretty damn slow going downhill. It's like they can't start a fast break. They can't initiate a fast break. See, he can't blow by anyone, this Big O. He moves real slow. And I hate slow moving cards.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
People are all worried about the release, you know. If the person can't get open and he's too slow to get open, you know, how are you going to get that release off?
Deep 3-point land. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
It's never easy.
Yeah, I'm not digging Big O either. I don't want to say I'm going to turn him into a badge, but
well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
I'm definitely not going to. I think Big O is most likely going to turn into my PG3 out of my reserves.
And the ball goes out of bounds.
I can't say that I would start Big O over SGA or Dominique Wilkins. He's not even better than those 2 players.
Just 2 to shoot. Tatum from long
and, you know, sometimes it happens like that. You know, you'll have a Galaxy Opal card that's better than some of the Invincible, the Dark Matters, or you'll have some Dark Matters that are better than some of the 100s. It happens. And Big O is one of those cards where I can tell you, honestly tell you, there's some Dark Matter point guards that are better. LaMelo Ball, Dark Matter LaMelo might be better than 100 Big O. So there's a few of them that I would take over this 100 Big O. I wish I would have got something better.
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
Miami trails by 4.
I also picked up 100 Dwight Howard
and that comes
from the 100 overall pack, and he was pretty solid. I'm going to run him in a little bit.
On the board with a 3 there.
Jordan often gets
I thought he was a pretty good card.
But he also is capable as a catch and shoot guy.
Leonard for 3. Antetokounmpo outside.
It's crazy. I feel like everyone's trying really hard, and I'm just playing kind of casually right now.
6 to shoot.
That Dark Matter SGA still comes through for me, guys. He's just as good as the 100, trust me. Especially if you badge him out, you put some legends, he's going to be good.
To the rim and do maximum damage.
gonna be real good.
That makes SGA so dangerous on offense. His elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have
I also got
Dark
Dark Matter KD today. I want to give him a try.
So much attention and
but I would not run Dark Matter KD at the 4. I would run him at the 3.
Gravity to his game.
Pass to Holmgren. And it's New York with a rebound.
Look again. I'm really in love with my team and shit right now. Really enjoying my team. Andre Blackheart just gets on my nerves. I think it's his hair. I can't get over how stupid his hair looks.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy,
I hate having the early lead in this game because the slingshot, the rubber band slingshot effect always allows the opponent that's down early in the game to get back into the game easily.
From deep, Jordan.
With shit like that.
Howard grabs the miss.
So that kind of sucks.
New York leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo.
Oh, come on, Giannis missing a dunk over fucking...
Love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense.
Over Sabonis? Come on, man. Better get more realistic, 2K. There's nothing realistic
Outside
about
Gilgeous-Alexander.
that. Especially when Sabonis is like a Galaxy Opal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Plenty of space. And he gets
Ooh,
it to
Dwight
go
Howard
off
can
the
shoot.
front
This
iron.
Dwight Howard can shoot, guys. I'm happy to say that this Dwight Howard can shoot.
Fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Pass to Duncan. And
Be happy with this Dwight Howard card.
He's got a clear path. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy
Yeah,
ball control.
this Dwight Howard card is elite, and it's elite at defense especially.
Down low. Oh, Sabonis with the steal.
Sabonis with the steal. Come on, man.
Here's Jordan. Another miss. Boy, they're in
When I heard Michael Jordan, I knew automatically he was going to miss that layup.
Kevin Durant pulls it
That's
in.
crazy. Game, you shouldn't be missing that many dunks in this game.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
That's one thing I hate about this game. All the fucking missed dunks. That just doesn't make sense. It's harder to make a fucking open dunk this year than it is to make an open 3. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
And New York has possession.
Dunk is the highest percentage shot you can get out there.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Pass to Duncan. Leonard outside. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Some solid defense from Jordan.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with my team lately. A little too much fun. I've been on the game.
That's tipped. Here's the break.
I gotta say, the game is kind of like fucked up my sleep
He's
schedule.
off on the layup. Miami
Been
trails
on it
by
a little
11.
too much, a little too long.
Pass to Jordan. The 3 is up. Knocks down
Oh,
the
Michael
long
Jordan
J.
actually made that 3. That's crazy.
Jordan's got
I didn't
6 here
expect
in the
that.
quarter.
You know, the 3 shot is not a go-to shot for MJ, but
I'm
his
surprised
touch
by that,
still
actually.
undeniable.
Look at it trying to pull me out of bounds. As if I don't fucking know that trick
And
by
there's a
now.
pick. On the drive, Kawhi. Up
White
and
card
in
is
with
so
the layup.
tough. I'm telling you, it's better than Invincible
And the Knicks lead by
PG-13.
10.
People gotta know that. That
Tons of
Invincible
power
PG card was
and
fucking
momentum behind
such a
Leonard's
gimmick.
drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going
It was such
like
a
that.
bad card.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will.
I'm telling you, I would take Invincible PG-13. Kawhi Leonard, and I would take Dr. J over Invincible PG-13. Easily, man. Go get those 2 cards. They're way
And that's going
better.
to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
What about the fucking foul? Like, how can a person just lean on you the whole fucking time? It's
Just
so
4
bad when
seconds
people gotta
left
do
in
shit
the
like
first
this to
half.
get fucking points.
Here's Black. Oh, and the buzzer beater.
Yeah, the
is
buzzer
good.
beater. The guy had his hands up and is gonna say weak coverage.
Psychologically, I mean, you don't want to go in the
It's come on, man. Like, it's just 2K giving you that shit.
When that thing's in single
You see, the
digits,
game sees you
feel
down
much
by
better.
10 points. It doesn't want you to go down into the third quarter being down by
Well, for
10.
those just
So it's
tuning
gonna
in,
give you some extra threes that you just throw up.
Game still to play.
It's trash, man. Hold on, guys. I gotta get this game over with.
And it's Wall with the ball for Miami. They trail by 7. Here's Holmgren.
That check card sucks.
Allen outside. Pass to Wall.
At one point, I was really excited about Dark Matter check, but that check card does suck.
Chance shot.
That's crazy that somebody that goes up for a layup can now go up for the layup and come down and get the rebound before the person that's defending them. How does those kind of physics work? The person that goes up for the shot can now come down before the person that's guarding him and get his own rebound. It's like, come on, man. Like, that doesn't even fucking make sense. Like, make it make sense, 2K. You know, just don't let shit like that happen to keep the opponent in the game. And it always leads to something like that.
Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Allen. Howard. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Howard.
It just gets me so upset because it lets like an average person stay in the game and it lets them think that they're good. I mean, Glock, it doesn't even make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't follow the laws of physics. That's how much it doesn't make sense. That the person that's going up for the shot can now get blocked or miss the shot, come down, get the rebound before the person that's guarding them. You know, make it make sense, 2K. I got Dark Matter King James back on the team. I'm really excited and happy about that.
If you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third.
But he doesn't have any legends like my last one did.
And it's New York with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. To the paint. Out to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Leonard!
That's money in the bank. That's money in the bank right there.
So many problems for a defense. I mean, inside, outside, mid-range, we can hurt you from anywhere.
Allen with it. Pass to Towns. The fader. Misses off the right iron.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter.
Look at that. Fucking missed fucking dunk or layup by Kawhi. Come on, man. Like, you know that's trash.
Here's Tatum. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Allen. Robinson with a steal.
But the second you're up by 10 on somebody, it's going to just allow them back into the game.
Leonard right side. James outside. Yes.
Some people say they don't like that King James jumper. That King James jumper is nice.
12-point New York lead.
Look at that. The team just leaving him wide open. Why would Kareem be wide open? Where's David Robinson at? Where's KG at? No foul. Of course not.
Miami trails by 12. Shot to stop the run. Allen can't get it to go. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. 2 points. That one goes.
Like, you got to do so much to overcome the opponent plus the algorithms. And I feel like half the time that's what I'm playing against is the algorithm. If I want to play against the computer, I'll go play Showdown on All-Star.
Down low. Abdul-Jabbar. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
But it gets kind of frustrating.
The floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Pass to Leonard.
Because you got to play hard the whole fucking game, or else, you know, the game will just let this guy back into it.
Here's Garnett. Covered by Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Robinson.
That's why sometimes I like a little break from Showdown, just because it's so fucking grueling.
And it's Leonard picking him up.
It's like you got to play every second of every possession. You want that win.
Of Garnett is just amazing.
Come on. 2K forced me into that situation.
For 3, Allen. Good work defensively by Leonard. Fires the 3. Pure.
That's money in the bank. Cha-ching. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't think Indy 2K can shoot, Don't let people tell you that ND2K can't shoot, that all he does is go to the rim and, is constantly driving to the hoop and rim running. No. ND2K can shoot. It's just I take what the defense allows and what the defense gives me, and they just gave me a rage quit, little bitch. Little bitty. That's how you gotta treat them hoes. You gotta treat them like little bitches. But I'm actually not trying to even rank up. I'm trying to stay in this lower tier. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me see what the chat has been saying. I agree with you, Glock. I always hate the physics that they have in this game. The NBA 2K laws of physics don't make any damn fucking sense in this fucking game. It just doesn't. There's no way that somebody that's going up for a layup or a dunk, and if they get blocked, there's no way that player is going to land to the ground first and be able to get his own rebound before the person that was actually defending him. Make it make sense, 2K. Those laws of physics don't make any sense. So I don't get it. And it seems like you could you could play good defense for 23 seconds, block a shot, and the opponent always gets the ball back. And it does that to keep them in the game, to keep it close, to give them extra possessions because they can't score. Yo, what up, Jay? Paradox, man, my team still isn't up to par, man. I still need to make some moves on this team before I play you.
Hear about that card being bad.
Yep.
UND2K. Let's go out.
But I do know that I owe you some rematches, Paradox. That last time that we played, you were up by 20 points. I still can't believe I came back and won that game on a game winner by Kobe. So I know I owe you a rematch, but I gotta get used to this team. I'm not really used to this PG-13. I'm really not feeling him yet, and I'm trying to get used to him. But there's so many cards that are like way better at the 2, better than this invisible PG-13. First, let me start. I like Dr. J, Kawhi Leonard better than this PG-13. I like B-Roy better than this PG-13. I like my SGA, my Dominique better than this PG-13. I even thought Clyde Drexler was better than this PG-13. He's moving real slow. And the jumper is smooth. The jumper is easy to time, but it's not fast. It's not on that Timmy D level. Timmy D has a better jumper than this PG-13. So I don't see what the big deal was about this card. I'm really not feeling his movement and his speed. He does everything moderately well. I don't think he's elite at anything in particular. I just thought he was overrated and overhyped. Big O sucks ass. He's got the same problem as PG-13, slow movement. This Dwight Howard really surprised the shit out of me. This Dwight Howard is as good as 100 Shaq, and he's as good as 100 Wilt. There, I said it. He's that good. There's no doubting this 100 Dwight Howard. He's good. And I really like having him on the team. I'm glad I got him. So this is what my team is looking like. I call it my Dark Matter God Squad, and it's, this is my little Avenger squad. And I feel like my team's looking really good. For once, I really, really love my team, with the exception of PG-13, who I'm still trying to get used to. Maybe I got to give him some legends. Let's see what he's working with. I don't know. He's already got 12. I'm not even sure if I want to waste any badges on him. This is my team. I also want to add that in season 6, I got to 71 wins. And in the last hour, actually the last 5 hours of the season, I went on a 10-game win streak. So I was fucking kicking ass that day. Oh my gosh, please don't tell me it froze up. I don't know why it does this constantly. I'm gonna have to look into it because I don't think it's my internet. Maybe the PlayStation gets too hot where I keep it.